Tell me what's going on.
Basically, I just got home. When I got my Tahoe, was 2015 Chevy Tahoe, and I had a little work that was done to it, but the vehicle been ready for a couple of days. But so when I went and got it, it started up with no problem. I couldn't start it with the fob, because the fob from the beginning was giving me an indicator that the battery was weak. So I got the fob, so it took a while for the fob to locate, the truck to locate the fob. I kept setting it in different places inside the vehicle, and finally it located and it started up. So I drove it for about 10 minutes, got to the location, stopped for a little while, turned it on, just let it run. Then I turned it off for a second, then it took a while to locate the fob again. And I think what it was, the security system had locked into it, so then after a while, then it located the fob. I started it up, and then I drove home. Everything was running properly. Everything was running fine. No noise, no indicator lights, nothing. Then I get home and put it in reverse, started up the driveway, and I got a lip on the driveway, but I started up the driveway, and it just went dead silent. Nothing. No, just the regular lights on the inside. It went dead silent. And it hasn't started since. It sounded like it's turning over, but it was sitting in the middle of the road and it wouldn't start up because I backed into my driveway. And so I ran inside, got my other fob, and seemed to locate it, but still the truck didn't, it's still sitting out there. It's not starting.
So what happens when you try to start it? I assume it doesn't crank over at all. Is that correct?
No, it sounds like it wants to do it, but it doesn't turn completely over. It's going to start up.
Do the lights come on inside and outside of the vehicle?
Yes, everything comes on, just like it's ready to start up, but it just whines like it's reaching, it's trying to start, but it never does turn over.
Is the security light on or flashing?
It wasn't at first. I could go back out there. It wasn't. At one point in time, I noticed that it wasn't flashing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see it flashing. But it said something. A guy who was doing some work on it had said that he looked at something that said put the fob in the charging thing or in the fob place. But I don't know what that said. He asked me that I know what it was said. So all I did was just put it in the little slot next to the cigarette lighter in the center console.
Right.
But I don't know where that fob area.
Have you checked the fuses?
No, I just drove 25 minutes. And once I got here, I put it in reverse. And then the next thing that happened, it shut off.
Okay.
I got the new fob with me. Well, I ain't gonna say new. The one that I always had, I pushed the lock.
So I assume your question to me is what could be causing this, is that right?
Yes. So I just used the fob. I pushed lock, and then I pushed down for my remote starter. So that's what it was doing the whole time, just winding. I didn't know if you could hear it or not.
No, I can't. Does the key fob lock and unlock the doors?
Yes. So I just unlocked it. So it's showing. So then if I lock it, let me lock it. So I lock it. And I'm going to push
So it's cranking, but it's not starting. All right, I got that. I didn't think it was cranking over at all. So wait, let me ask you this. Is the security light on right now? It is flashing with the ignition turned on? Just turn the ignition off and tell me if you see the security light on solid or flashing.
So try to start it and then observe the security light?
Just turn the ignition on.
Don't try to start it?
Correct.
Oh, I have to get inside. The ignition is on because it's asking me to press the brake to start. And the security light is not on.
All right, so we don't have a security-related problem. So we could have lost spark or we could have lost fuel. So to answer your question, if the fuses are good, we could have a bad fuel pump or a bad fuel pump driver module or a fuel pump driver control module. If it lost spark, we could have a bad crankshaft position sensor, maybe a bad camshaft position sensor. Those are all real common. So either which way, somebody's going to need to plug into the data link connector under the dash, check for codes, and they're going to need to check for spark and check the fuel system to see what in the world's going on. So if you would like, I can recommend either a mobile mechanic to come out to you, or I can recommend a shop in your area if you would like.
Mobile mechanic, they'll come out tonight?
I don't know their hours. You'd have to give them a call, but I'm happy to provide you with that information in the chat here once we're off the phone.
I use it because I think the phone was actually trying to locate, the phone was actually connecting to the vehicle. So I lost you when you was talking about some of the issues that it could be. You said that it could be a fuel system, the fuel pump, and I didn't hear anything after you said the fuel pump.
So the fuel pump driver module, we could have an issue with the fuel pump circuit, or we could have an issue with the camshaft position sensor or crankshaft position sensor.
Camshaft sensor, I know that's new. Two things that was related to the camshaft. Those are brand new because the camshaft was brand new.
Okay.
So the fuel stuff that you were saying, that could be the issue. So it could have drove perfectly well the whole time and then just went out once I got here to the house.
100%.
Well, it's supposed to be a mechanic, supposed to be coming here with his computer Saturday. The guy that worked on it. He's supposed to come here Saturday with his computer. So.
All right. Well, good luck with everything. I hope he figures out the root cause. If anything comes up, you're welcome to reply back in the chat.
The only other question I have is, I know they told me it was a $5 charge to do it, but I noticed that it was a $30 debit also. Where did that come into play?
So I don't do anything with the billing. I would recommend that you check your email. They probably sent you an email with all that information.
All right, I'll touch base with them. All right, thanks.
All right, you bet. You're welcome. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.